the power of makeup contouring and how a makeup artist, a Croatian makeup artist, she actually has quite the following on Instagram, 22,000 followers. Her name is Tea Flego. She transformed her grandmother, her 80-year-old grandmother, who she calls glam-ma. Take a look. So there's glam-ma.
Wow.
And glam-ma, what she did is she used highlighters, she used darker like bronzers to accentuate her cheekbones and to hollow out the cheekbones. Definitely a lot of color. Definitely did a lot of work on the eyebrows.
Oh yeah, the eyebrows are awesome.
The eyebrows are on fleek. I can't believe I just said that.
You said it, Sam.
And
you went for it. You made that choice and you committed.
And I said that like 6 months after fleek was popular.
Yep.
I always catch on after the fact. Yeah. And then also she has lashes. But the cool thing about this is here is not only does the grandmother, according to her granddaughter, because it would be some women may love experiencing something like this, and some women maybe they don't care, right? But in this situation, this grandmother, not only according to the granddaughter, loved the transformation, her friends loved the transformation, also wanted the transformation, but it was a bonding experience between them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's what I thought of when I heard the story and saw the pictures, that it must have been a really sweet, afternoon spent with her grandmother, and it's stunning. It's amazing work.
Incredible.
Yeah.
The power of makeup. I mean, not only do you see the transformation visually, but just as a woman that wears makeup, I know that I feel better. And again, it's to each its own, right? But for me, I feel better when I experiment with makeup. Not only is it a way for me of self-expression with like bright red lipstick or whatever I want to do for that day, but I do personally feel better. Again, it's different for each person, but I can see how I feel more powerful when I can put on like a bold red lip.
Yeah, and I hear that, and I think that this story is a great example of that. Personally, though, I find empowerment in not wearing a lot of makeup and still working on camera. To me, that's always been important.
It's amazing that you say that.
Well, because growing up, and also until like pretty recently, I did wear a lot of makeup because it's what I saw female expression was. And it never really made me feel very comfortable. In fact, it made me feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
And then I kind of made a decision where, look, my skin is not great, guys, and so I do need cover up, and I do need, or whatever, I don't know.
Foundation,
I don't even know the names.
I used to use that word cover up too, in like junior high. I love
so
that
I still wear makeup, but it's important to me that I stay true to myself, and that's someone like I don't really like wearing a lot of makeup, and a lot of times in the comments people will say that I look super tired, but no one says that to Brett.
Right.
Brett doesn't wear any makeup, and I think he should not.
And amen though. That's why I said it completely depends on the person.
Yeah.
If that makes you feel more empowered to do you, it represents you, amen. And if you feel more confident to like apply a little bit of concealer before you walk out the door, again, more power to you. If I feel more confident because I'm rocking a bold lip, then
an awesome lip today.
Thank you. Then that's the whole point. And I think too, again, all grandmothers are going to be differently as well. But I know with my grandmothers, as they got older, they just didn't have the energy to apply their makeup, but they still wanted that. So we would, especially when in hospice, when they really just, they are on their way out, but they still had these nonverbal cues to let us know that my grandmother wanted a little bit of lipstick.
I love that.
She wanted her hair washed. And no joke, you guys, when we washed her hair and we applied lipstick on my Oma and also my grandmother, they absolutely, you could just tell, they felt transformed. They felt bonded to me, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, I think that this story and the stories that we're sharing with each other just go to show the power of makeup, and it's something that should be acknowledged, because a lot of times it's seen as like this frivolous accessory, and it's not.
Right.
In my case, deciding not to wear a lot of makeup has been really empowering and taking charge of how I put myself out to the world. But in the case of this grandmother, like, that must have been an amazing day, and the photographs are beautiful. I hope they took a ton of photographs since having this, and maybe it can be a regular thing that they do.
Love that. And I also too, I love the fact that she's doing this for her grandmother, and I think some of her grandmother's friends, and we hear that some makeup artists and hairstylists will go and do that, whether they go to like a nursing home or even there's one hairstylist, he's known for cutting in New York. He'll go and he'll cut homeless person's hair.
I've seen that.
Yeah, that of course want a haircut, and it does make them feel better. And I think again, it's their way of paying forward, and there's such a talent when you look at how she contours her grandmother. We have to commend their talent, hair cutting
and vision,
and yes, and makeup is. Some of these artists out there are exactly that. They're absolute artists, and they deserve the credit.
And I'm glad we recognized one today.
Amen. Okay, you guys, please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time on Pop.